Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Good morning, guys. Good morning, clickers. I hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday, December 18th. Welcome to J is for Justice. I'm your host, J with no E. I have a follow-up this morning. This is going to be, we're not going to be on here long. I just wanted to go over this news with you to kind of wrap up this situation with the sheriff in Osceola County, Florida, and Madeline Soto. So you guys may remember back when Madeline Soto's body was found in St. Cloud, Florida, that the Osceola sheriff was called to the scene. He went into the crime scene and he snapped photos. And some of those photos showed Madeline's body in the background. And he took to Instagram and he posted that photo showing Madeline's deceased body. And it said, "Great day with seniors." So that's what we're going to be following up on, because the state's attorney filed against this sheriff. He didn't really believe his reasonings for it. So we're going to get into that today. Good morning. Good morning. Wop, 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 wop. Let me know what number like button you are as you come in. Smack it. Put your DNA on it. Oh, Sherry is back. Sherry. Hey, Katie and Delaney. Can you believe he just got reelected, Delaney? Delaney says he should be fired, in my opinion. He just got reelected. Kaleida Hope, it's so good to see you. Megan May, good to see you as well. Welcome in, everybody. Sin, good morning. Jammers. Jammers, we missed you last night in Discord. You guys, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are rolling out our pilot episode of the cooter clip clash. I'm going to have to get used to saying that. Cooter clip mash clash. Anyways, our new game we're going to be playing over on Everyday with Jay once a week. Tonight's going to be the first night. We're going to have TikTok Tony versus Nick the Hat. You guys get to vote for who told the biggest lies. Who's the biggest liar? Wop, 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 wop. Should be a good time. Join us at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Yeah. So that's why I asked in the poll. Do you think that's a just punishment for a sheriff? Hey, little bit. Let's revisit what happened in the past, shall we? This is how it all started. It all started with the professionalism of the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. Can you guys hear it? It doesn't look like y'all have any audio. Hold up. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I didn't think you guys could hear it. Let me know, though. It doesn't look like you can. Woman she is today. Miss. Okay, so let's start out with this is his first, here's the professionalism. Let's start from the beginning with some audio. And welcome back to J is for Justice. My name is Jay. I am your host. I am bringing you some news from the Osceola Sheriff Department Executive Director and the selfie that she posted on her personal Facebook. Yeah, this is the selfie girl that sparked controversy. This chick is an industrial engineer degree. She was born Look at this. This is her. Allow me to introduce Ms. Nerva Rodriguez. She was born and raised in Puerto Rico. She is an industrial engineer who graduated from the Polytechnic University of Puerto Rico. She is a proud mother to a wonderful son and has expressed that motherhood has helped her implement her into the woman she is today. Ms. Rodriguez has over 20 years of experience in effectuating systems, various program processes, and handling quality controls in numerous private sectors. These experiences have been used while taking on a role as the director of housing department in Puerto Rico. After that, she worked alongside U.S. Congressman Alan Grayson as his immediate spokesperson. Many of the strong characteristics Ms. Rodriguez is known to have is the ability to help navigate marketing strategies and campaign formats, all while using her interpersonal skills and networking abilities. She has helped lead many people in Puerto Rico and Florida to great success, all while doing what she loves to do. Now, she is here, proudly working with our office to help serve and protect the citizens of Osceola County. As a strong believer, she states, quote, "God's plan is always the best. Sometimes the process is painful and hard. Don't forget that when God is silent, he's doing something for you. Believe." As the executive director, she will oversee multiple divisions and the employees working under those divisions. The following departments are under the executive director at the Sheriff's Department. Community Services, which includes Auxiliary Reserves Unit, Background Checks, Citizens Academy, Business and Residential Surveys, Chaplain Corps Program. Community Events, Community Volunteer Patrol, Crime Prevention Unit, Explorers, Honor Guard, Mounted Patrol Unit, No Trespass Signs Processing, Project Lifesaver, Ride-Along Application Processing, and Special Olympics. Media Services, Community Info Filming, Digital and Social Media, Human Trafficking, Marketing, Radio Recording, Spokesperson. She's also over the Outreach Services Department, the CARES Community Advisory Board, CISM Team, Crisis Response Outreach Team, Elder Services Unit, Juvenile Outreach Services, Mental Health, Outreach Forum, Peer Support Services. These people piss me off, man. Emergency Access Safe Entry, Safe Place Program, the Veterans Outreach Services, and this is everything she's over at the Sheriff's Department. Now wait and see what she did when they arrested the worst pedophile that they've probably arrested in the state of Florida in a long time, Stephen Stearns. Board. Based on what she's in charge of, it sounds like she is in charge of whoever is in charge of posting on social media. Aside from that photo that was posted in error on the sheriff's Facebook page of the crime scene and Madeline Soto's body, was also a separate photo, a selfie of the agency executive director, Nerva Rodriguez, in front of Stephen Stearns, the prime suspect in Madeline's disappearance. This was posted to her personal Facebook page with the caption that was written in Spanish, but was translated to, "If God's love has been poured out over your life, don't allow evil to keep you away from what he has prepared for you." The photo appears to have been taken seconds before Stearns was videoed before being placed in the back of a patrol car. Both images have since been deleted. So that's how this all started out, right? Not only the sheriff, but the executive director posting a selfie with Stephen Stearns. Exactly, Vivian. And educated and accomplished, but lacking a moral compass. Huh. These people, something else, y'all. Okay, so check this out. Now we're going to get to what happened with the sheriff.
The Osceola County Sheriff is responding to community outrage linked to Madeline's case. He shared a photo on social media of what appears to be a body in a wooded area. Channel 9's Ashlyn Webb reports the sheriff says it was all an accident.
It's important to note that Osceola County Sheriff's Office was not even investigating Madeline Soto's death. They were solely...
He wasn't even investigating the death. It was the Kissimmee and Orange County. But this dude, it irritates me.
taking part in the search. So
Hi, Heidi from Germany. Love from Germany is in chat.
that leaves the big question, why did Sheriff Marcos Lopez even have the graphic photo? Less than 24 hours after the discovery of Madeline Soto's body, a disturbing photo that was confidential leaked from the scene by Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez on his personal Instagram page. The post includes a photo showing what looks like the teen's body in the woods, dressed in the clothes Stephen Stern says she was last seen in. Lopez says he accidentally posted the image while trying to share a post of him visiting senior citizens. Then Osceola Sheriff's Executive Director Nerva Rodriguez posted a selfie with suspect Stephen Stearns with a caption speaking about evil.
All of those things are against the policies and procedures that they have outlined.
Law enforcement expert Randy Nelson says this violates the sheriff's social media policy, which says it is explicitly prohibited to post information from an ongoing criminal investigation, including photographs, and says not to make statements about the guilt or innocence of any suspect.
It makes you look at the leadership. I mean, that's
Sure
that's all
does.
one can do. And once again, it goes back to transparency and accountability.
Speaking of transparency, after multiple attempts to get more information, Osceola County Sheriff's Office would not say why the sheriff had the photo and who took the photo. They also would not say if Rodriguez was under investigation. We also asked if the sheriff has personally apologized to Madeline Soto's family. They have not responded.
Yeah.
Reporting in Osceola County, Ashlyn Webb.
And then this dude gets voted back in. Heike, I'm glad you've been here since the Idaho 4. It's nice to talk to you today. I mean, what the hell? No transparency, no accountability. So then we fold into, that was 9 months ago. Then 4 months ago, the state's attorney is finally questioning this schmuck. He shouldn't have even been able to be on the ballot. This guy has egg on his face. Madeline Soto was freaking failed by every male in her life. And it infuriates me because those are supposed to protect and serve have violated her. And you guys are going to be infuriated when you find out that he got a plea deal. He got a plea deal and got his fine reduced.
Major developments in the disappearance and murder of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Tonight, local sheriff is under fire for allegedly posting a confidential crime scene photo on Instagram. News 6 broke the story on clickorlando.com. Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez is being summoned to court. Prosecutors say he posted a photo on social media that showed the body of Soto. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
And I'm Lisa Bell in for Ginger Gadsden. The sheriff could be forced to pay a fine for sharing that crime scene photo. But that's not the only trouble Osceola's top cop is facing tonight. Here's what we know right now. Back in March, hours after Madeline Soto's body was found in a wooded area near St. Cloud, a photo was posted on Sheriff Marcos.
You hear this? Within hours of her body being found. It wasn't the next day. It wasn't a week later. It was within hours. Yeah, the women did too. But every single man, including the sheriff of the community she resided in, failed her. Sick.
Lopez's Instagram page that allegedly showed the murdered teen's body. It is a violation of Florida law for government officials to disclose confidential photos that depict the killing of a juvenile. Prosecutors have cited Sheriff Lopez with a non-criminal infraction that carries a maximum $500 fine. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest has been covering this story from the beginning.
So, Mike, the state attorney is now questioning the sheriff's truthfulness and his credibility.
Matt, this is a significant new development. I just got my hands on this letter written by State Attorney Andrew Bain to Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez. Now, the state attorney is demanding that the sheriff's office conduct an internal investigation into the sheriff himself for allegedly making inconsistent statements about that crime scene photo.
Dude, he made inconsistent statements. What is going on here?
Now, back in March, a photo was posted on Sheriff Marcos Lopez's Instagram page that allegedly showed the body of 13-year-old murder victim Madeline Soto. Now, the sheriff's office immediately issued a statement apologizing for it. The agency described the image as an investigative photo and claimed that it had been accidentally included in a social media post about a senior citizen event.
Investigative photo? This dude wasn't investigating the case. He got reelected. I mean, what the heck is going on? Osceola County, wake up. I just can't even believe it. Who would vote him back in?
Why are people such idiots?
Event. But about 3 weeks later, during a radio interview with WDVO, Lopez suggested the photo was not showing the teen's body. As to the photo, there was an apology issued, but it wasn't actually the body, Lopez told the radio station. It was an area of interest where there was a body found. No one ever came out directly and said it was the victim. Well, by then, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement was investigating the origins of that crime scene photo. Investigators discovered that Lopez had apologized to Kissimmee's police chief for posting the photo of Soto's body. Later, during a sworn interview, the sheriff reportedly told investigators that he requested photos of the victim's body to be sent to his personal phone so he could compare the clothing. Now, the state attorney says he's having trouble squaring Lopez's statements. In a letter to Sheriff Lopez.
Listen, this was his personal phone and his personal Instagram. Personal. Why would he need these sent to his personal phone? And why would anyone send them to his personal phone? The person who sent them to his personal phone should also be looked at.
State Attorney Andrew Bain wrote, "Consider this my formal request that your agency conduct an internal investigation into whether your inconsistent statements constitute a violation of Osceola County Sheriff's Office policy."
Oh, so, yeah, can you guys just go investigate yourselves and let me know what you find out? What a joke. What a joke. I mean, really? That's like telling employees, oh, here, you conduct your own annual review. Get the fuck out of here. That protocol is fucked, in my opinion.
Once our office receives the results of that investigation, my office will determine whether your inclusion in the Brady notification system is appropriate. Now, the Brady notification system, or so-called Brady list, is a way that prosecutors let criminal defendants know about state witnesses who may have credibility or truthfulness issues. Now, so far, Sheriff Lopez has not responded to my questions asking whether that internal investigation is underway or whether he'll be asking an outside agency like the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to investigate.
Okay, so I'd like to know, was there an internal investigation done? Okay, let's watch one more before we get to the final outcome. Here's Sheriff Lopez explaining himself.
Today we are hearing from the Osceola County Sheriff about a photo of 13-year-old Madeline Soto's body he posted on social media.
He explained to West 2's Megan Mulatto how it all happened.
Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez is speaking out after accidentally posting a photo of 13-year-old Madeline Soto's body on social media in March. Though the sheriff's office was not the lead agency in the investigation into her disappearance, he says it was his team that found what they thought could have been her body.
The major on the scene was actually the person who sent me the photograph. And it's our protocol, I'm the sheriff. You know, we do this.
He says the photo was also entered into evidence. The next day, he says it was accidentally included in a post about seniors on his Instagram page.
Accidentally, when I posted the senior photo array, that was the last picture in the photo array. And it was brought to my attention like 10 minutes later, and I immediately took it down. You know, and I immediately notified legal.
This led to an investigation by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, which found there wasn't enough evidence to show the photo was posted on purpose, resulting in the state attorney filing a non-criminal citation of up to $500 for violating public records laws, which the sheriff says he plans on paying. Sheriff Lopez says after FDLE finished their investigation, his office received a letter from the state attorney confirming that criminal charges wouldn't be filed. But on the back of that letter, there's also a request for an internal investigation. It says it's a formal request for an investigation into whether the sheriff's, quote, inconsistent statements
I'm the sheriff.
violate the sheriff's
We do
office's
that.
standards of conduct policy, referring to statements he made to FDLE, the Kissimmee police chief, and on a radio show.
And I think a conversation between myself and the current state attorney could have cleared a lot of this up because it's subject to interpretation. There was never a lie. There is no lie.
The sheriff's office says they're working on a response.
Do you believe him?
In Osceola County, Megan Mulatto, WESH 2 News.
And we, of course, reached out to the state attorney's office for more details on the internal investigation they've requested. We have yet to hear back.
Yes, he was just reelected. Yes, he was. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Amber. All right, so now we get into the outcome, right? So it sounded like, oh, the state's attorney is talking about putting him on the Brady list and all this stuff, right? You're thinking there's going to be some accountability. It's the Florida state's attorney. Well, I'm sorry, Madeline. I'm really sorry that all these people have failed you, even into your investigation. It's sick. Infuriating. Okay, here we go. Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez entered a plea agreement recently with the state's attorney's office. Now, mind you, he was supposed to be in court Friday. He was supposed to face a judge Friday. Well, gamers, we follow crimes in Osceola, so we have followed him. So Sheriff Marco Lopez entered a plea agreement with the state's attorney's office, agreeing to pay a $250 fine for publishing a photo of Madeline Soto on social media. This comes after the Florida Department of Law Enforcement opened an investigation into the incident. The state's attorney's office filed the complaint last July. The state's attorney's office said Lopez violated public records laws by posting that picture on his Instagram page. Lopez entered a written plea of no contest last week for the public records charge that was filed. After paying the fine, Lopez will also avoid appearing in court, which was initially scheduled for Friday. WESH 2 spoke with Lopez shortly after he was summoned to court for the violation. He said the photo was accidentally included in an Instagram post about seniors the next day. Quote, accidentally, when I posted the senior photo array, that was the last photo in the photo array. And it was brought to my attention like 10 minutes later, and I immediately took it down. And I immediately notified legal. Yes, he just got reelected. Which blows my mind, right? Green-eyed PI, he's disgusting. Thank you for your super chat. On his private phone is sus to me. Me too. Thank you so much, Green-eyed. Hey, Potato. Do you think that $250 is enough? Listen to this. Okay, so here's another article. In exchange for Lopez's plea and the fine, according to an agreed final judgment filed in Osceola Court on Monday, a hearing scheduled for Friday at 8:30 would be canceled. The tendered payment of $250, along with this written plea of no contest, will serve as the full and final disposition of this case and the matter shall be closed. Hi, Angie B. Can everybody give Angie B some love? Angie B's having a tough time, y'all. We love you, Angie. Angie B. It feels predatory to me, says One-Eyed Flo. Thank you for your super chat, One-Eyed Flo. It does to me, too. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. His original fine was $500. Just so you know. You want to talk about, corruption? That's messed up. How does someone like that get voted back in? Under fault. How can you trust a sheriff that's going to lie about this? Good morning, Misty. It's sick. Elisa, welcome to the Clicker Ships. I wonder if I can look it up on the court site myself. Let's try it. Osceola clerk. I would love to read it if we can. Lopez. What's his first name? Marco. Let's see. Okay, let me take a look. Officer, here it is right here. Bing bong. View case. It's careless driving, though. No, that ain't it. Where would it be? Sheriff? This is from 2023, though. Defendant. Is this it? Civil. Status date. Let's see. 5/10. That sounds about right. Yep. Right here. Order dismissing petition. Let's see here what we've got. That doesn't seem like it's it. Oh, look it. It's not even on here. Excuse me. Look, you can't even view it. They put it on private. What is up with that? See, did you guys see that? It's fucking cleared. Maylee. Maylee, you're so funny. Now that's not sus, right? You can't even view the damn petition or anything? Wow. Talk about protection. Look at here. Oh, here it is. Public, here it is. public records violation. No. We have it. I spoke too soon. Non-criminal case opened. Payment, receipt, payment. Joint stipulation for final judgment. Payment $250 received. Dude, something else, man. All you had to do was pay the damn fees. But where's the agreement? Here it is. What a freaking joke, dude. People who freaking shoplift get in more trouble. People who shoplift get in more trouble. Look at this. Crap. Joint stipulation for agreed final judgment. The state of Florida versus Marcos Lopez. By joint stipulation, the sheriff of Osceola County, Marcos Lopez, hereby enters a plea of no contest in response to the civil infraction charged by Andrew Bain, state attorney. For violations, there's 1, 2, 3 violations there. In exchange for this written plea of no contest, the parties jointly agree to the following. A payment of $250 shall be tendered before the hearing date of December 20th, 2024. If the payment of $250 is tendered before the hearing or before the date of December 20th, the hearing should then be canceled and no attendance will be required. 3. The tendered payment of $250 along with this written plea of no contest will serve as the full and final disposition of this case, and this matter shall be closed. On 11th of December, 2024. Amy C. No, he just got reelected. He just got reelected as sheriff. Unbelievable. And then he went ahead and paid the $250 in cash. Here, I'll show you that too. No accountability, none. And then he got reelected, so you know that he feels totally untouchable now. Here's his receipt for payment. All he had to do was pay $250 cash and done. Poor Maddie. It's so sad. Isn't it gross? I know. Reelected. Reelected. I never thought in a million years he would get reelected. I don't know. The people of Osceola County must like him for some reason. I'm trying to figure out who he ran against, but I can't really see it. He hasn't really done anything on YouTube in a while. I wonder what the honest cops under him think. I don't know, but can you imagine him being your boss? You're a cop and he's your boss. 63% of you don't think it was a justifiable punishment, but 37% of you do. I mean, how do you excuse something like that so easily as, oh, it's just a mistake? Like, I don't know. And they wonder why people lose trust in law enforcement. I don't have the words either, Amy. I don't. Did he run unopposed? Let me show you another video while I've got you here. Let me show you something else I saved in my watch later to show you. Now you're on fire. But it just sucks because there's just no accountability for him. I guess I did show you guys both videos. Yeah, where he apologized. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. I have another one I had out. It showed more about this dude, this Lopez guy. Let me pull it up. Ooh, here it is. I found it. All right, here we go. Deputies raise questions after Osceola County Sheriff approves $1,000 bonuses for civilian employees. This is August of 2021. Osceola County Sheriff's Office has approved giving most civilian employees $1,000 checks after Governor Ron DeSantis gave $1,000 checks to first responders and teachers. Now, Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez is giving most of his civilian employees checks out of his own budget. That cost in just that one department is $240,000, and not everyone is happy about it. Lopez approved that money, but said this week there was no money for body cameras or school resource officers. This guy's a dick. Oh Which my were also God. Estimated
He gave bonuses to his people,
but then said there was no money in his budget for body-worn cameras. Listen to that again. School resource officers. This guy's a dick. Which were also estimated to cost $240,000. When pressed by Channel 9 reporter Shannon Butler, he said the issue with the SRO body cameras wasn't about money, but the fact that he doesn't think they're needed. He said the support staff also risked exposure, so they should be compensated just the same as deputies, and if the state wouldn't do it, he would. Lopez said he has an $85 million budget and had the money to help the employees. Damn. Happy holidays, Robin Malete. I hope you're doing well, hon. Good to see you. That's how he got reelected, says W, right? Deputies raised questions saying they received the money because they were responding to calls risking exposure to COVID-19 while many people were sent home to work. But the sheriff's office said those who worked from home got smaller bonuses, and the $1,000 checks went to those who came in the office. Lopez said the money is coming out of his general fund, which means Osceola County taxpayers footed the bill. So his own deputies were questioning him. And then here's another story. He's accused of violating the Constitution in this one. Let's open this one up. Osceola County Sheriff accused of violating Constitution in new lawsuit. Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez is accused of establishing a violent policing culture.
Oh my God.
That's alleged in a lawsuit just filed against him and two sheriff's deputies after a deadly encounter at Target last year. The lawsuit is in response to one particular incident, but in it, Sheriff Lopez is accused of fostering a, quote, agency-wide culture of escalating minor criminal offenses into violent and deadly scenes.
Ooh.
We think that the actions of the Osceola County Sheriff's Office through the policies, procedures, and practices of Sheriff Lopez are outrageous, dangerous, and beyond reckless. In April of 2022, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office deputies were conducting training exercises at a Target. They were notified about a group of teenagers who the lawsuit says stole about $40 worth of Pokemon cards and pizza. Instead of arresting them on the spot, the lawsuit accuses the sheriff's office of using them as human guinea pigs. The lawsuit will ultimately seek millions, and that's simply because of these ongoing violations, which we believe, as it's been alleged, are civil rights and constitutional violations. Surveillance video shows the deputies in unmarked cars blocking a car with 4 teens inside. They tried to drive off, and the deputies opened fire. What? They stole $40 of Pokemon cards and pizzas, and they shot at them? Oh, my God. They did, Jay. Oh, my God. Jaden Baez, 20, the driver, was killed. Oh, my God. I forgot about this. His father is joining the lawsuit on his behalf. I will never be a grandfather ever, said Alejandro Baez, Jaden's father. Lawyers say 19-year-old Joseph Lowe put his hands up to surrender and wound up being shot in both hands and losing a finger. Michael Gomez, 18, was shot in the back multiple times and still has a bullet lodged in his shoulder. The lawsuit claims 17-year-old Ian Joy was slammed to the ground and injured. He wasn't charged with any crime. Lowe and Gomez were charged with petty theft. That's a second-degree misdemeanor, the lowest punishment on record. Wow. This is Jay becoming woke to corruption within police departments, right? The Osceola County Sheriff's Office told Fox 35 in a statement they weren't surprised by the lawsuit, saying, quote, "It was announced the individuals who damaged several police cars, caused injury to one deputy, and placed several other deputies in fear for their lives would be suing the Osceola County Sheriff's Office. We look forward to the facts being told in a court of law." The deputies rammed his vehicle, and this is their lawyer. So for them to twist this, we just wanted the truth, we want the facts. Former state attorney Monique Worrell confirmed she's been investigating the Osceola County Sheriff before she was removed from her position. Now her replacement is taking over that investigation, State Attorney Andrew Bain. And Andrew Bain is the one who filed the charges and accepted this plea deal. Has a policy that if a law enforcement officer's use of force goes to court, it'll be heard by a grand jury. That means that the sheriff and the deputies named could not only have to pay damages, but could face criminal charges. What the fuck? I'm in utter shock right now.
Shining the light on unsolved crimes.
No human being deserves.
A Fox 35 update now. This deadly deputy-involved shooting outside of Target last year is leading to a lawsuit against a sheriff. Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez is being accused of establishing a violent policing culture. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger has reaction from both sides.
Sheriff Marco Lopez was scheduled to be at an event near this railroad today. That was set up for 4:30. He had not responded to interview requests earlier in the day, so we hope to talk with him here, but he wound up canceling last minute, so we didn't get that opportunity.
He's so shady. Put a 1 in chat if you think this sheriff is shady.
The lawsuit is in response to one particular incident, but in it, Sheriff Marcos Lopez is accused of fostering a, quote, agency-wide culture of escalating minor criminal offenses into violent and deadly scenes.
We think that the actions of the Osceola County Sheriff's Office through the policies, procedures, and practices of Sheriff Lopez are outrageous, dangerous, and beyond reckless.
In April of 2022, Osceola County Sheriff's deputies were conducting training exercises at a Target. They were notified about a group of teenagers who the lawsuit says stole about $40 worth of Pokemon cards and pizza. Instead of arresting them on the spot, the lawsuit accuses the Sheriff's Office of using them as human guinea pigs.
The lawsuit will ultimately seek millions, and that's simply because of these ongoing violations, which we believe, as it's been alleged, are civil rights and constitutional violations.
I always worry about cops who don't want body cam. What cop doesn't want body cam these days? For their own protection. That makes me very, very sus.
Surveillance video shows the deputies in unmarked cars blocking in a car with 4 teens inside. As the teens try to drive off, the deputies opened fire. 20-year-old Jaden Bays, the driver, was killed. His father is joining the lawsuit on his behalf.
I will never be a grandfather.
Lawyers say 19-year-old Joseph Lowe put his hands up to surrender.
How do you think these kids will grow up feeling about police officers? They stole $40 in Pokemon cards and pizza. Their parents should have picked them up. I mean, literally. Come on. Look at his hands. Patty Savage, thank you for joining. Welcome to the Clicker Crew.
And wound up being shot in both hands and losing a finger. 18-year-old Michael Gomez was shot in the back multiple times. A 17-year-old was slammed to the ground and says he was injured. The lawsuit claims widespread and persistent policy, practice, culture, and procedures of the Osceola County Sheriff's Office allowed such a deadly and violent event to occur. The Osceola County Sheriff's Office told Fox 35 in a statement they weren't surprised by the lawsuit, saying, quote, "It was announced to the individuals who damaged several police cars, caused injury to one deputy, and placed several other deputies in fear for their lives would be suing the Osceola County Sheriff's Office."
Wants to review. Look at this. Osceola County Sheriff praises grand jury's decision not to charge in the Target shooting. Listen to this. He got off here too.
To others. However, the state attorney said the grand jury is still not done investigating the case. News 6's Ezzy Castro spoke with Sheriff Lopez about what this means for his office.
Hopefully the decision of the grand jurors will help those affected gain closure and begin the healing process. Because law enforcement officers place themselves in dangerous situations daily.
Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez weighing in on the decision from a grand jury that 2 of his deputies will not face any charges for opening fire on 3 men, killing one of them outside the...
3 men? They were teenagers. Don't you love the spin on 3 men? Like they were grown-ass adults. Like they were grown-ass fucking adult criminals. Hardcore criminals. They were teenagers. Oh, thank you, Nicole G, for gifting a clicker ship, and Ryan was the recipient. Welcome, Ryan. Enjoy your membership, Ryan. Join us in Discord.
Not face any charges for opening fire on 3 men, killing one of them outside this Target in 2022. Lopez said his deputies shot at the men, accused of stealing from the store, then trying to flee from the scene in a car.
There has been a narrative suggesting that these deputies use force because of a petty theft. That's not accurate, and that's not
You're
factual.
a liar.
The case was the first to be reviewed since State Attorney Andrew Bain announced a new policy surrounding the use of force involving officers.
I let you know that it was going to be the first case that was going to be part of the new policy once we instituted it back 3 months ago.
Something else that the sheriff said was that he is requesting more body cameras for his deputies, saying that this will bring more transparency.
Then we just heard that he gave bonuses and he didn't have enough money for body cams, but now he's like, oh, now I'm going to get body cameras
for future cases.
The attorney that has represented these families has been incredibly, criticizing you because of this case, saying there was lack of transparency, and wants to review these policies. As we know, the grand jury will be reviewing more of these policies. What are your comments towards that?
Yeah, remember, James is an attorney and he's working on the civil side of it. A lot of these attorneys are going to profit from deputies being found at fault or negligent. In this case, we were cleared, so it kind of puts his theory and everything into a different direction.
In Osceola County, Ezzy Castro getting results, News 6.
Unreal, huh? Unreal. This guy can just go on ruining lives when he's supposed to be saving them. Look at this. This is that female, the female state's attorney that was removed from her position. Listen to this. Ooh, buddy. Okay, so here we have the Florida state's attorney, the former. It says Osceola County Sheriff Marco Lopez held a news conference last week saying out of all the drug trafficking arrests made in 2022, none of the offenders were prosecuted for drug trafficking. On Monday, State Attorney Monique Worrell held a news conference and claimed that his comments were misleading. She says 13 drug trafficking cases resulted in a minimum mandatory or higher sentence in 2022. So he was, there's not much to that, but he was going after this This state's attorney. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Then he gets this other state's attorney in and, gets a slap on the wrist. Kind of makes you wonder. Oh, Robin Malete just joined. Welcome to the Clicker Crew again. Oh, what's this? Here's another story. Involving Mario. Look, Bro Dominguez. Deputy told friend with warrant to flee. Oh my God. We're going to watch the video and then we'll read through this. I'm in utter shock right now. Utter shock. Never expected to find all this.
Deputy now on the other side of the law. He's accused of helping a friend who was wanted for allegedly having sex with a minor. Fox 35's Valerie Boyes in Osceola County with more tonight.
When an Osceola deputy showed up here at Sheriff's headquarters, he was arrested, accused of helping a friend who was allegedly sleeping with a minor.
The former Deputy Dominguez was fired from my agency and arrested.
30-year-old Arturo Dominguez was an Osceola patrol deputy, but now Sheriff Marcos Lopez says he's in big trouble.
He told a suspect in a sex case involving a minor to flee. That's pretty disgusting. That's pretty sick.
Sheriff Lopez says Dominguez was trying to help a childhood friend named Omar Ayala by using a database to see if there was a warrant out for Ayala's arrest. According to an Okeechobee sheriff's warrant, Ayala, who's a teacher and a soccer coach, had...
A teacher and a soccer coach. You hear this? This dude was a teacher and a soccer coach. He was having sex with a minor, and an Osceola County Sheriff's deputy forewarned him that he had a warrant. This is awful.
Sex with a 16-year-old student from Okeechobee High.
He wanted to give his friend a heads up so Ayala would know if the police were looking for him.
He knew that warrants were coming.
We talked to the Okeechobee sheriff about Dominguez helping Ayala. How much more difficult did he make this?
Oh, extremely difficult. And, and it even, it even points the finger more so, if he had any potential to defend himself or to speak up for himself, his actions now speak volumes.
This isn't the first time an Osceola deputy is in trouble with the law. Last week, State Attorney Monique Worrell charged Osceola Deputy David Crawford for negligence with a personal injury. Investigators say a motorcyclist he was following was set on fire at a gas station after the deputy's taser came in contact with the gas that pooled beneath the man.
Oh my God. Y'all. This is terrible. I mean, when you take into account, you've seen worse. I mean, just the Madeline Soto leak is bad enough. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So, Cricket, let's see if he gets voted back in this year. We'll see. We'll see if this election is rigged or not. Because who the hell would vote him in?
Men as they fought.
We actually sent that charge forward. In both cases, we found deputies guilty.
The Okeechobee warrant states the victim's mother contacted deputies after seeing text messages about Ayala and another school employee who allegedly had sex with her daughter.
Because of Dominguez's conduct, Omar Ayala's whereabouts are now unknown.
Do you think there's other victims out there by this man?
They can't find him.
I would hope not, but I don't know.
Again, Ayala is still on the loose. Meanwhile, Dominguez, he's out of jail on a $6,000 bond. Reporting in Kissimmee, Valerie Boy, Fox 35 News.
Did they ever find him? And this dude, whatever happened to Arturo Dominguez? Oh, God.
I'm deeply connected to my...
Okay, we're not going to go that deep, but you get the gist. You get the gist. It just seems like there's a lot of nastiness. Could this be connected to why Jen is not being prosecuted? Well, they're not the investigating agency, but who knows how deep the tentacles run. Okay, 88% of you now say no, 250 is not a just punishment. 11% say yes. That's more like it. I know, Lucid. I can't imagine my child being pewed by the fuzz and the grand jury being like, nah, he's good. No trial needed. I mean, who knows? But it's some nasty stuff. It's some nasty stuff. All I can say is rest in peace, Madeline. At least you're not in a place where people are failing you left and right. Poor girl. Lucid, whoever voted yes can't sit with me. Jen needs to be in jail, says Robin. Yeah, it's crazy. Jeffrey, time for second opinions. I don't know what you mean. I know, Amy, it's absolutely shocking. It's like, and I found all that just doing a couple Google searches, you know? So maybe a lot of people don't know what's going on in their county. I agree with you two old crows, and it's good to see you. Jammers. Well, I hope you guys will join me on Every Day with Jay tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be doing our pilot episode of Cooter Clip Clash. We're going to have two creators from the green team, or two people, rather, from the green team battle each other out, and you guys get to be the deciders of who's the biggest liar tonight. It is Nick versus TikTok Tony. Jeffrey, I don't know what you're talking about. They need Jen to make it a capital case. You think they need her to be a witness, Flo? Cooter Clip Clash. CCC. What did I say it wrong, Jammers? I need to practice. It doesn't roll off for me for some reason. They run uncontested and keep being reelected by default. Yeah. It will be fun, Ganja. And everybody gets a vote. Everybody gets a vote. Everybody gets a vote. I don't know. We'll watch some clips and clash them in, and then you guys get to decide. It's going to be a hard one. All right, guys, I'm going to end this, wrap this one up. Thank you for being here. This concludes our Wednesday, December 18th. Hopefully, I'll see you later. If you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please do. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, so much for watching. If you enjoyed this live stream or video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest content. Want to take it a step further?
Bring it all in.
And join our community clickers by becoming a Patreon or a YouTube member. You'll get exclusive access to our Discord server, special channel perks, and much more. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.
Click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. Damn, damn. I don't give a damn. You wanna be with me. You wanna feel something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel alone, but I'll never call you back. 'Cause I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. I don't give a damn, I don't really about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
You're mad at me for not giving you comfort. You say that I'm away so much and now you don't feel the way you felt when we were younger. But that's okay for me, 'cause I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. 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 I don't give a damn.
Bye, Jennifer.